Walking down a country trail, actually on my way to do some ritual work for a client, and I thought you might like to come along and see some of it in action. Yeah, this is actually working I do every month for a client who's in England, over in Bedfordshire, maybe about 60 miles away from me, and he's quite an interesting sort of fellow. It's every month, pays me by the year, sizable sum. Anyway, that's beside the point, you see. So going to do this working, and I'll show you some of how it's done, and you know, what I get up to, and you'll more or less see all of it really, apart from that I'll be so engrossed that you know, I'm just going to leave the camera to it, and it'll probably just, you know, just be all over the place, but you'll get the best bits. Okay, so let's forge on. I've got quite a walk to go. You know, I have to go out to the countryside, and one of the reasons I do this for workings is that ever since I was a boy I've been very aware of places of power, which some would say like on ley lines. So yeah, that must have been about 5 miles or so, a little bit of breeze going on, and it's not a nice day, it's pretty wet, but nevertheless we will forge on and get this ritual work done for this chap. Okay, so there we have some of the ritual items that I'll be charging on behalf of this guy in Bedfordshire. I'll probably take the box to him when it's all done. Yeah, so anyway, these are the sort of things I'm going to charge up. So in a minute you probably won't see all of it because the camera will just go off, you know, but I'll set up and then do the kind of visionary trance work that I do. Open the gates of the dawn, the rising sun, the eastern lands. Open the gates of the south, midday sun, southern lands. Open the gates of the west, the dying sun, the western lands. Open the gates of the north, black sun of northern lands. Open the gates above, open the gates below. So let the magic begin.
Junior King, King Yellow King.
That was took some time actually, but yeah, it takes it out of you, all that kind of thing. And I'm sure anyone seeing that, I haven't really looked at the video. I know the camera went flying and everything, and I think when it landed it might have got me again for a minute, but you know, I don't know, I mean, basically the kind of real magic that I do is pretty wild. It's quite sort of almost like shamanic, you know, shamans, and this kind of could be seen as shape-shifting, the wolf within. You know, there's elements, I guess, what I call unknown tongues, you know, which are kind of similar to the speaking in tongues in some ways, but it's, you know, it's like primal, chthonic as they say, or gnomic, of the earth, very, very prehistoric, because that's really what my interest was ever since I was a boy. And when I was a boy, I did used to get visions, you know, and it was almost like those visions kind of instructed me in how to do you know, what you might call real magic, you know, because it's not in books. So yeah, you know, so I was doing that from quite a young age, and I suppose the thing is, though, it is like the wolf within, the beast comes out, and you know, you can't really have anyone with you because they'd be terrified. Dark Angel could deal with it, and there's only ever one person that did encounter it, and they was terrified beyond belief. But one thing is that I've always got that little degree of control. I'm aware, in a sense, so that person would not have been ripped apart and killed, you know, but they were confronted with what seemed like a primal beast, I suppose, and it, you know, it is kind of like, I suppose, possession, but of course you're in complete control of it. You're not possessed by an external entity. Actually, it's the deeper part of the brain that has those sort of archetypal memories of the ancient past, and it would have been going on in this landscape at the sacred sites that I talk about. That sort of thing most definitely was happening, and some of the gods obviously took on animal form, and so the beast is almost central, I contend, to the deeper parts of magic. Well, anyway, I've just got to walk. It's quite a long way, actually. We're going back is the hard part, because you just about had it, because it takes it out of you, you see, doing that sort of thing. And yeah, so getting back to my car, and you can't sort of park up, you know, you basically go in deep country to get away from people, because you can't have people, as you can see, walking in on, you know, I mean, God almighty, you're going to get arrested, aren't you, or seen as insane. That's it, I'm going to forge on, make my way back.